All right, everyone, welcome back. Feeling festive yet?
Always.
Well, good, because today we're checking out a brand new holiday movie. It's called The Merry Gentleman.
Ooh, intriguing title.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing right off the bat. The title, it might be a little misleading.
Oh, how
Well,
so?
because this isn't your typical kind of sappy holiday romance.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
We've got big city dreams clashing
Oh,
with, small town life.
right. The classic fish out of water setup.
Exactly. And then there's a family business that's on the verge of going under. And wait for it.
Okay, I'm on the edge of my seat.
A male review.
A male review. Now, that's not something you see every day in a Christmas movie.
Nope. So let's set the scene a bit. We've got Ashley. She's this talented Broadway dancer.
Yeah.
And she kind of unexpectedly ends up back in her hometown, Sycamore Creek.
Sycamore Creek. Sounds charming.
It is. But, picture this.
Right.
You go from the bright lights of Broadway to the slower pace of small town life.
Yeah, that's a big adjustment. Do you think she embraces it? Or is she pining for the spotlight?
That is the big question, isn't it? It's this
Yeah.
whole push and pull between ambition and, personal connection.
Right. It's like, where do we truly belong? What's going to make us happy in the long run? Big dreams or those close to home connections?
Exactly. And speaking of close to home, remember that struggling family business I mentioned?
The one that's about to go belly up.
That's the one. It's called the Rhythm Room.
Okay, the rhythm room.
Yeah. And it's not just some random background element.
Oh,
It's really central to Ashley's story.
I see. So it's more than just a setting.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So picture this. It's this once vibrant club, but now it's got leaky faucets bills piling up the whole 9 yards.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, it's like a metaphor for the town itself.
Yeah.
Kind of lost its spark.
Wow. Yeah, I can see that. Symbol of what was and what could be again.
Exactly. So how does Ashley decide to tackle this challenge?
Well, she's a Broadway dancer, so.
She brings in a male review.
A male review. Wow, okay. So maybe a little cliche.
Yeah, it could be seen that way. But what's interesting is how they use this kind of predictable element to get into these deeper themes.
So, like what?
Well, like reinvention, second chances, that sort of thing.
I like that. Reinvention. It's not just about saving the club, then it's about the characters figuring themselves out, too.
Right. Take Luke, for instance. He's the handyman.
The handyman, okay.
Yeah, he's kind of reluctant at first, but then he gets pulled into the whole review thing.
Interesting. So maybe he's gained some baggage of his own.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely dealing with some past heartbreak, hesitant to put himself out there.
I see. So the review is a chance for him to break out of his shell.
Exactly.
So,
So what happens? Does he take that chance?
well, we were just getting to the good part.
Right. Stay tuned for more because
Right.
this is where things get really, really interesting.
Right. So last we left off, Ashley's at a crossroads, right? Broadway's calling her back to the life she thought she wanted.
Yeah, but something's different now, isn't it?
Definitely Sycamore Creek. It's gotten under her skin, you know? That small town charm, the hopefulness, it's infectious.
And let's not forget about Luke.
Oh, yeah, Luke.
Their connection throws another wrench in the works.
Totally. This is way more than just like career versus love. It's about figuring out what really matters, you know?
It really is. Like, is it about the validation you get from a big career? Or is it more about building something meaningful somewhere that feels like home?
Good point. And for a lighthearted holiday movie, it gets pretty deep, doesn't it?
Right. It really made me think about my own priorities.
Me too. But let's not get too philosophical just yet.
Okay, fair enough.
We got to talk about the ending. No spoilers, of course, but does Ashley go for the big dream or follow her heart?
The million-dollar question.
Well, let's just say the ending doesn't disappoint. It stays true to that feel-good holiday vibe.
So she picks love and the small town.
Yep. Ashley chooses Sycamore Creek, helps pay off the club's debts, and it looks like she and Luke are headed for their happily ever after. Oh, that's sweet. But I can see how some people might think it's too predictable.
Oh, for sure. But maybe that's the point. Maybe there's something refreshing about a character choosing the path
Yeah.
less traveled, embracing the simple things.
I totally get that. And you know what? I think that's where those critics who called the movie bland or said it was running on empty kind of missed the point.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Like maybe the simplicity, the point. Sycamore Creek literally was running on empty, both financially and emotionally.
Right. It was desperate for someone to come in and believe in it again.
And that's exactly what Ashley does. She becomes that source of energy and hope.
It's like she's breathing new life into the whole town, just like the review breathed new life into the rhythm room.
Love that analogy. And it's not just about Ashley either. We see how her choice impacts everyone around her, especially Luke.
Luke, yeah. He was so hesitant, so guarded in the beginning.
Right, but through the review and his connection with Ashley, he starts to heal and open himself up to love again.
It's such a subtle transformation, but so powerful.
Totally. And it really speaks to that theme of second chances that runs through the whole film.
And we can't forget about the other characters like Ashley's family.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
So supportive of her every step of the way, even when her dreams lead her back to their small town instead of Broadway.
Their scenes are so heartwarming. It really highlights the importance of family and community, especially around the holidays.
Totally. It's like the movie's saying that real happiness comes from the bonds we create with others, not from individual achievements or fame.
And that it's not about these big, over-the-top gestures.
Right. It's the little things,
Yeah.
the shared moments, the quiet acts of love and support that really make life meaningful.
That's such a beautiful way to put it. And it all ties back to that idea of authenticity we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
You know?
for sure. The movie encourages us to define success on our own terms, to look past the superficial stuff and follow what truly matters to us.
Well said. So, The Merry Gentleman may not be winning any Oscars anytime soon,
Probably not.
but it's a charming reminder of what truly matters, you know?
It is. It reminds us about the importance of community second chances and finding joy in unexpected places.
Yeah, for me, it was how they capture that holiday spirit without getting all mushy about it, you know?
Right, not just the typical Christmas tropes.
Exactly. It's more about
Yeah.
those real connections, the sense of community that always feels stronger this time of year.
It reminds us that the real magic is in those simple acts of kindness, the traditions, the warmth of being with loved ones.
And they really weave that into the whole story of Sycamore Creek.
Oh, absolutely. The town itself is like an embodiment of that spirit.
Totally. It's welcoming, supportive, quirky, even.
Mhm.
And Ashley, she kind of becomes part of that fabric.
Even though she's the outsider at first?
Right. But her decision to stay and help the rhythm room, it's not just about business, it's about being part of something bigger.
Yeah, it's like she rediscovers what it means to give back, not in some grand way, but just by being there, connecting with people.
And that's something we can all do, right? In our own ways.
Definitely volunteering, supporting local spots, just being present for the people we care about.
So it's not just a feel-good movie, it's got a message too.
Totally. It's like a little nudge to find our own Sycamore Creeks.
Find those places where we belong, where
Yeah.
we can make a difference.
Exactly. So as we wrap up The Merry Gentleman.
What's the one thing you hope our listeners take away from this?
It's a good one.
What's that nugget of wisdom?
Embrace the unexpected, I guess. Just like Ashley found happiness in a place she never thought she would.
Love it. We can all find those hidden gems when we least expect it.
And maybe even spread a little of that merry gentleman spirit ourselves.
A little kindness goes a long way.
Well said. So we want to hear from you guys. What did you think of the movie? Did it hit home for you?
Share your thoughts. Let's keep the conversation going.
Until next time, everyone, happy holidays.